Gluten-free living is the largest, fastest nutritional movement today. And we're not talking about just making you feel better. We're talking about serious conditions such as ADHD, autism, cystic fibrosis, multiple sclerosis, even stuttering, they're saying, would be impacted by people taking the gluten out of their diet. I started my gluten-free brownie business out of a need to bake again. And as I was playing with ingredients and playing with recipes, it turned out that my son was gluten intolerant, and all of a sudden there was nothing out there for him to eat. There was no cupcake during a birthday party, and there was nothing that would give him that pleasure that I had had as a kid, and that wasn't okay. I didn't want him to sit on the outside looking in and wondering why he was different than everybody else. So I created the brownies, and what turned around was that all of a sudden people wanted to eat what he was eating, and no longer was he wondering about other people, but they were wondering about him. And that was amazing that I could do that for him. I don't want anybody, any child, any person to feel like they are different and they can't eat what everyone else is eating. This campaign is important because gluten intolerance and celiac are things that you can't change, but you can help. I am trying to raise $75,000 to enable the bakery that I'm in to build out a gluten-free space within that bakery, because it is very important that there's no cross-contamination. Right now, we do everything we can to avoid that, but it's impossible. And a crumb of gluten to a celiac is the equivalent to a loaf of bread. And therefore, no gluten is acceptable. So this money would allow me to build out a space, everything from the walls, the ovens, the sinks, the ventilation system, and have airtight doors so that no gluten gets in. And with that, we can change and make people feel that they can eat anything. My brownies are just one little part of making somebody feel whole.